My name is Brandy.
I'm Michelle.
Together for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years soon, this next month, and we just want to basically tell you guys about us and who we are and what we do and what we like, and just kind of show who we are. So screenwriter slash filmmaker. We live in Atlanta. Babe, we're here.
I am, so when people tell me, what do you do? What do you do in life? What is your job? I usually say nothing. Because it's hard to explain sometimes, but it's really not. So I'm in graduate school. I'm getting my PhD in criminal justice and criminology. So that consumes my life. And it is a job. Despite what, some people may think when they think of normally going
PhDs out there, no, it's a job.
Going out 9 to 5, but yeah, so it's really something that I'm passionate about. And so that's what my focus is right now, but also enjoying life. But yeah, so I'm in school still, forever student, as my friends call me.
I mean, I think it's a good thing. I like the fact that she is so focused on her work, because having a passion is what should drive us every day of our lives anyway. And my passion drives me, her passion drives her. Together we drive each other, and that's what good relationships and life is all about anyway. Let's talk about how we met.
Our story.
Yeah, a lot of people make that a separate video. I want to just jump right into it. Like, what?
Pretty much.
So,
okay, our story is, I love our story. So before we were together, before we officially got together, I knew of Brandy for a couple of years through mutual friends. I knew of her through this friend who basically was like, hey, I have this friend. I believe really it was like, hey, you're black, you're gay, she's black, she's gay. I think you probably would like each other. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So, but I knew of her through this mutual friend. Just things about her life. And the more I got to know that she was a writer, and, I just was like, oh, okay, she may be kind of my type. Oh, okay. So I was hoping that she would come down to visit Atlanta sometime, and, maybe we could hang out. Never happened, but, I would see her a little bit on social media. Her page was private. I like that though. I like private people, not doing too much. So we didn't really interact, but I just knew of her from a distance. And so then you want to fast forward to the actual.
Yeah, I mean, fast forward a few years, and at this point, I'm actually living out in California. Pursuing my writing goals, my filmmaker goals and stuff. She's out here in Atlanta, and I got a Facebook notification. I remember it was this morning. I'm getting ready for my internship, and I see this notification. Whatever. So I read through it. I'm tagged in it, so I'm reading through, and I don't see where I'm tagged,
because it was a post, and then in the comments we were tagged, and so
yeah. Well, what would the post say?
So the person was like, hey, I have 2 friends. I really think that they would work well to be good together. They have similar vibes. They're this, they're that. I think one.
I think one might be taken. You guys live in different states, but I'm hopeful, yeah.
If anything, you guys can be friends.
Right.
Out of nowhere, who does this? So the comments are galore, oh, who you talking about? What's going on? Matchmaker.
Yeah.
So then, I guess a day or 2 later, then she finally tags who she was talking about. She's like, okay, guys, I can't keep you in suspense any longer. 2 people I'm talking about is tag Brandy, tag Michelle.
So,
okay.
Well, when I saw that, I'm thinking like literally my stomach, like my heart sank into my stomach because, like I said, separate friend. I did not know that this friend that made this post even knew Michelle. So when I saw Michelle's name, I was like it was serendipity or whatever you want to call it. Like I just could not believe like two people completely different. I didn't even know. It was just like, oh, like crazy.
Or she was like, this one again. Why is she trying to? Why are people trying to push me into this girl? But so I saw it, and so I was like shocked, and I was like,
she was the taken one.
So I was the taken one. Not to give too many details, but so I replied to the post, and I was like, hey, okay, well, haha, friend, mutual friend. This is so coincidental. But, I'm open to meeting new friends, new people, so I'm only a message away.
Of course, obviously, that was I read the subtext. So, I said some little thing like, whatever. I didn't know who was watching, so I was like, let me be coy about this. But, I went ahead and, requested her as a friend on Facebook, and
from there we began messaging, and we messaged all day long.
Yeah.
All day. Pretty much.
Like full day, and then the next day,
and then
the next, and then. What, are we fast forwarding? Or?
Yeah, let's fast forward.
Okay, so I mean, we basically were talking like all the time as much as we could, which was a lot, and around other individuals. But I was really keeping it like just want to be friends, don't want to step on any toes, yada yada yada. And
I was like, please take me away, take me away from this dungeon-ness relationship I was in. No shade, but. I was just looking for excuses to get out, I think. And I had a perfect one. This girl I had been admiring from afar. And I felt like she knew a lot more about me than I knew about her from mutual friends. So I was kind of apprehensive and kind of insecure that, she had these thoughts or whatever about me. And I didn't really know, what she was thinking. But we talked, text, kind of built a friendship, definitely got to know each other. And I didn't trust her. Like, I'm a very, private person. So I didn't know, she could be going to whoever and, telling them what we're talking about. So, but she was like, from the very beginning, she was like, listen, our conversations are our conversations. I'm here to get to know you, despite anything else I've heard from anybody else. And so that really eased my mind. And so I like talking to her. And it was a 3-hour difference because she was in Cali. But then eventually we started to FaceTime. We had our first FaceTime date on my iPad and stuff. And that was fun. I remember really setting up for it like it was a date. Like I had wine. I had to get myself together because this is we had been, first we were texting all the time. Then we actually talked.
We
had a phone call.
That lasted
9 hours.
Yeah, it was a long phone call. Neither one of us wanted to get off, so that's obviously a sign.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then we had our FaceTime date. And
and from there, it really was very consistent, clear, I mean, also during that time, she was slowly separating from her relationship because obviously it was okay. Well,
I didn't want to be too messy. And I was like, all right, I need to separate so I can fully get into this. And I did. Surprisingly, I cut it off, and that was that, which was good. I felt that she deserved, even though she was in California, I guess most people were, maybe I should have been oh, she's over there, but I don't know. I'm the type of person, I wanted to give her an equal shot, and I didn't want to, I'm not a good liar or balancer. I can't do all that. So I was really into her, so I just wanted to focus on that. And so then after talking for all these months, you're growing feelings, you're, all this weird stuff online. Well, not online, but through phone and stuff. I felt like a true millennial at that point. And from there, like, we were like, all right, we got to see each other. We got to meet.
Yeah.
And so I love to travel. Well, we love to travel.
Definitely, yes.
Love to explore, go different places.
We've both been everywhere. She's from New York. I'm from Cali. I lived in New York. We both lived in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, at different times. Very weird.
Yeah.
So we planned a trip. I went out to California for the first time in my life. First time going to real West Coast. Like, I've been to Las Vegas once with my family when I was like 18. And then, so I went over there on a flight by myself. Never met this person, hoping that she looks like her pictures. She looks like these Skype, messages. Hoping it's not weird. And for like a 10-day trip, went to first Los Angeles, and then we went to a resort on Palm Springs for 10 days.
Yeah.
And
and I asked her to be my girlfriend. Yay. And she said yes. And I was trying to kind of not ask her too soon. I had been wanting to ask her before,
and I was like,
she even got there.
Listen, let's, she was already hinting or whatever she said about it. And I was like, I had just gotten out of something. So I was like, let me, let's feel it out. Let's make sure.
I moved out here not too long after, like a month and a half after I was out in Atlanta. And we've been together ever since. And so, we're basically, titling our blog Passion and Power.
For the passion part, we're passionate about our individual career goals, what we want in life, and that is always good to have in a relationship because you need more than just y'all, because y'all will get bored. And it's inspiring to see that in the person that you're with, to see them so into something, at least for me. So we're also passionate about one another, and just our endeavors and our goals in life mesh. And I would definitely say that we're also powerful together and individually in what we do. And power also just reflects the things that we, again, are really into, our driving force in our life. So, which we'll touch on, at a later point. But, we're powerful women, we're powerful
go-getters.
Yeah.
And we're both individually, when we met, we were already on our own individual, like, paths to greatness. And I feel like since being together, we continue to motivate each other to be the best we can be. Like, I'm really, going after my personal goals. She's going after hers. I can't even imagine, what the future looks like for both of us.
We don't see a lot of people like us in our age range and our relationship status, with our goals. And we wanted to speak to that. We wanted to speak to people who, are not necessarily in their later 30s and, established and everything, but not in their early 20s either, and like doing all the next dance crazes because I'm too old. So that in between part, and real people who I think a lot of times now, especially in Atlanta, what I've noticed is that people are so busy looking like they have everything together and like they're somebody already, and that's fine. Like, totally have confidence, but I think it's important also to show, regular people who, have dealings and motivations outside of just simply, I want to look a certain way. We want to be a certain way. We want to truly reflect that in not just on screen or on camera, but in our personal dealings. When people know us, when people speak about us, we want to, we want that to be positive. We want to say, for them to say that, yeah, these women, are doing something and they're really passionate about their work. So, and just we're also, we're at that point in life where, maybe a lot of people would be having kids and getting married and all of that. And those are, things that we think about as well, but that's not our driving factor. We're not gonna, that's not the driving factor. So I think that it's important to showcase other aspects of Black women's lives, Black lesbians' lives, that speak to other things besides, the things that we normally see. And I think that it's a void, and I think it's important to fill because, you know, people need to know that there's diversity within us, within groups, within people. There's a lot out there, and I think that we have a lot to bring to the table, and we want to kind of share our story and interact with you guys and know,
Absolutely.
you know, what, you know, are there, because we've been here for a while, we're always like looking like, well, where are people like us? Like, where are people who like to travel, like to, you know, eat different types of food? I love sushi. We love sushi.
Yeah.
You know, who likes the things that we like, you know, besides just like going to the club? No shade. I'm just tired.
There's so many other things, you know, especially here in Atlanta, and we just, you know, hopefully we'll be able to showcase, you know, just the things that we are interested in here that go on. And, you know, we're actually about to go to Mexico, so we'll film that as well. And
the things outside of kids and all of that wave, like even within the lesbian culture, at a certain age, people, I mean, your families start asking you, when you guys when's the baby? When are you? Things will happen. Let's enjoy life. And so this is really about our story, our goals, and interacting with people who, you know, are in that same wavelength and want to see that. And so let us know, you know, kind of what you guys would like to see.
We definitely want to interact with you guys. I mean, this is, I hope, a communal thing, and we're talking to those like us, and we want you guys to talk back. So you know, get to know us, follow our journey, like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. We're fun, we're interesting.
So yeah, but we're really excited about this. We want to interact with you guys and, you know, just kind of speak to a lot of different issues that are going on, let you know a little bit about us and learn about you. So yeah, so this is the first video. Here's to the first, number 1, and we will be back on it.
Yes.
Let us know. And
Come through.
Come through.
All right.
See y'all.
Bye. Peace.